G'day everybody, Shinobi here. Today I'm going to be talking about surveillance. What is surveillance? Surveillance is a fundamental skill for many professionals, such as police, intelligence operators, security and military. But learning how and why surveillance is conducted can also be important for the prepared citizen. The primary objectives of surveillance are collecting actionable intelligence, usually about a person or location, observing behaviours, routines and associations, identifying threats or confirming suspicions, validating or disproving information. Surveillance has existed for thousands of years, and the art is relatively unchanged, even though the technology has. As I mentioned, the art of surveillance is relatively the same as it always has been, but there are a few distinctions between the methods, especially in the modern era. Static surveillance, or the stakeout. Often the first image that comes to mind is a gritty police duo sitting in a Plymouth Grand Fury with a coffee and a donut while they watch a criminal from a distance. Honestly, there is not much difference. Static surveillance requires the operator to sit in one location, either in a car or vantage point, and simply observe a person or location for intel. Mobile surveillance. Mobile surveillance requires the operator to track the subject either by car, foot or otherwise. There is a significant amount of skills involved in tracking a target that I will cover in future videos, but the goal is usually to remain undetected and gather as much intelligence as you can as the target goes about their day. Technical surveillance. Technical surveillance leverages technology to track and monitor a target. This could mean using cameras, drones, GPS trackers or listening devices. This is often used to augment other methods of surveillance. All of these methods can be done covertly or overtly depending on the scope. Principles of good surveillance. Stealth. In most cases, it's crucial that you remain unnoticed by the target. Avoid eye contact with the target, avoid any suspicious behaviour, and try to remain out of view so that your target will continue with their normal day. Patience. Patience is a virtue, and this is especially true when conducting surveillance. Expect long hours with little to no activity and late nights. Adaptability. Situations can change quickly. Operatives need to adjust to new environments, routes, or behaviours of the target. Detail orientation. Observing and recording small details, such as clothing, vehicles, patterns, or behaviours, is vital. Teamwork. In team surveillance, communication and coordination are critical. Operatives must know when to pass the lead to avoid suspicion. Important considerations when undertaking surveillance. 1. Blending into your environment is very important. This means your car, clothes and behaviour need to be the same as the environment you are operating in. I have made a video about the art of being a grey man here. 2. An observation post is a discreet and strategically positioned location that offers a clear line of sight to the target area while minimising the risk of detection. It should blend seamlessly into the environment, such as a parked car, a public bench, or a hotel room, appearing natural and unremarkable. The OP must provide concealment, like tinted windows, foliage or curtains, to hide the observer from view while ensuring an unobstructed vantage point of the target's activities. 3. Be aware of a surveillance detection route or SDR. An SDR is a planned series of deliberate, seemingly random movements designed to identify and evade potential surveillance. It involves varying routes, stopping unexpectedly, making frequent turns, or entering locations like crowded areas or dead-end streets to force followers to reveal themselves. Targets that are trained or aware that they may be under surveillance may attempt an SDR on you. There are many tools available to the professional. However, there are not many that will allow you to remain undetected. Gone are the days where an operator simply sat in his car with a spotter scope watching a target. This will likely lead to you being arrested. A camera with a lens. Many photographers are out and about within cities these days and do not attract as much attention as using binoculars. Cameras also offer considerable zoom and resolution and can be an easy covert way to conduct surveillance on a target from a distance. Drones have revolutionised warfare, recon and surveillance, while most operators will not be using a high-performance drone. Simple quiet drones, like the newbie drone Savage Bee Pusher or Autel Evo 2 Pro V3, are quiet and can remain relatively undetectable in urban environments. Most drones are also quiet at 15 metres above the target. Food and drink. Food and drink is a necessity. You will likely not have time to drop by the nearest 7-Eleven to get a Dare and Mrs. Mac pie, so please make sure to bring enough food and drink to sustain you while you conduct surveillance. Change of clothes or vehicle. It's important that you carry a set of spare clothes and a face mask so that if you are spotted, you can change what you look like and continue tracking your target. Additionally, if it's financially viable, a change of vehicle placed strategically along a known path or location can help you maintain surveillance undetected. Self-defense options. If discovered, you may require a self-defense option, and this can vary widely depending on what country you are operating within. As I often operate within Australia, my self-defense options are very limited. Knives, firearms and batons are banned for private operators and civilians. If you are operating within Australia or a similarly disarmed nation, it's important that you train in some form of martial arts and be prepared to make use of all available objects. When conducting surveillance, there are 6 important steps that need to be taken in order to maximise your effectiveness and safety. Step 1. Planning and preparation. Understand your target. Gather as much intel as you can on your target and define their possible routes, associations, and possible locations. Assess their possible security, if any, and what precautions you might need. Define the scope of the operation, and define your exit strategy. Step 2. Choose the right approach. With all the available intel on your target, decide which surveillance type will be best to track your target or location. Step 3. Counter-detection tactics. Be alert to signs that your target is conducting counter-surveillance operations and adapt accordingly. Step 4. Maintain your operational security. Minimize your exposure. Stay invisible and stay in control of yourself. Step 5. Capture and document intel. Whatever your objective is, find evidence and document it via photographs, recordings, notes, or video. Step 6. Exit strategy. Once the objective is complete or compromised, initiate your exit strategy. If your target is potentially dangerous or high risk, it's important that you work as a team in order to maximize your effectiveness and operational security. Teams are also important if you are operating within a busy inner city environment where the likelihood of losing the target is high. Training your fundamental skills, such as situational awareness, observation, memory, and OPSEC, is the best way to improve your surveillance skills. And as I say in every video, make every fundamental skill a habit so that you can rely on them when you need them. Surveillance is often portrayed in movies as a spy or police-centric operation, but the reality is that surveillance is conducted every day by hundreds of people in your area, from private investigators, working for insurance firms, lawyers and clients, to malign actors planning attacks. Recognizing the signs of surveillance and having the ability to conduct your own is a crucial skill for those of us that take our security seriously. I hope you found this video insightful. I will be creating an accompanying video about the basics of counter-surveillance, so look forward to that. Like, comment and subscribe if you like intel and security related videos. This is Shinobi signing off.